We're live.
Back again.
Back again, folks. Whoop. Oh, let me get the mouse.
Still cranking the jams.
All right. So the last one was Big D songs. Now, I would say it's my songs, but really they're all just League of Legends songs. So the game that I play, League of Legends, very popular game, one of the biggest of all time. They release a lot of songs. They have a total of, what's this list? 34. This isn't even all of them. So they have some that I don't put in here that I just don't like.
Now, you said that they release them to celebrate when they do their the equivalent of their Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. So they do that as well. What's my favorite one that they did of that one? This one's pretty good. So we'll get into this one. We got a better setup this time, so we can hear the song. You guys can hear the song. We can both hear it. It's fantastic. We can talk while we're listening. So,
Watch party.
Yeah, we can also see it too. It's a little quiet. I'll turn it up a little bit. Hopefully, this doesn't mess up the audio for the viewer. But this is one of their celebration songs.
Yeah.
They also just have other songs.
Now, the video that we're seeing, is this... Okay, that's Science Face, right?
No.
Oh, is that not? Okay.
No. These are other characters in the game.
Oh, okay.
I don't think any of these characters are in Arcane.
Oh, no?
No, not a single one. So that's Ash.
So does this take place afterwards, then?
No, so, Arcane is... The world they have is, huge. There's, a whole ass world. The world of Runeterra, as they call it.
Okay.
Arcane takes place in one city.
Oh.
So all three of these people are from different cities.
Oh, okay. So that was just one city in the entire universe.
And for the viewers, this is Legends Never Die. If you just Google search Legends Never Die, I'm sure it comes up. It is by, let's get some credit. It is by Against the Current. But pretty much it's just,
Yeah.
This line right here is one of my favorite right here coming up. You'll never see the price it counts. Right?
Now, that's not because I got it blind.
No, it's just because... I didn't even think about that.
I mean, they show the blind guy, right? As she's saying.
But yeah, it's just, it's like, when you're the best of the best, it's... People don't see how much you had to put into that.
Take the
they
sacrifice.
just see the success. They don't get to see what you had to give up to get there.
Okay.
So, that's one of their... So that's an older one. That was from 2017.
Yeah.
They do one every year.
Now, I feel like as a teenager, I would have been, in love with that lead singer's voice.
That's a nice voice.
Yeah, and just more obsessed with, her as opposed to...
They also do... They usually do... Some years they don't do it. They do a song at the beginning of the year to, because every year they do a new season. So they're like, oh, this is a new season. Which one do they have that's good? I love Breathe, man, for no reason at all. A lot of these are just from Arcane. I think I showed you this one. I had you listen to this one. I think you said the voice actor was good or something.
Yeah, I listened to a few.
So this one was one that they dropped. So this is like a restart. This is the season's over. Maybe you did bad. Maybe you did great. But you got a fresh start.
Oh, okay.
Things are different now. You either got to learn the new stuff and prove that you can keep doing it, or you got a new opportunity to do it if you did shit last time.
Clean slate.
Yeah. This is to commemorate a clean slate, pretty much. And again, I don't think any of these characters are in Arcane.
Yeah, nobody looks familiar.
This is for the viewers at home. We're not going. I've got to remember this before. This is The Call. Featuring two-way Louis Libfriend and Etta Hayes. And I think you said you listened to one song by Etta Hayes, and you were like, I like that. And then I told you to listen to this one. So I think you've already listened to this one. It starts off very quiet.
Now, is this a female vocalist too?
I think so. Maybe not. Maybe parts of it are.
Oh shit, so she's like an earthbender.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't see me.
Oh. Well, there's a lady doing some earthbending on the screen, and it's pretty fucking epic. She just opened up a goddamn sinkhole. Holy shit, so we got Grizzly Bear Andy has lightning magic? That's not fair.
Okay. I might need to make them be able to see it if you're going to be commenting on
I'm sorry,
the Here, I'll make a... Give me a second. We're going to pause. We're going to get so you guys can see this. Okay, we're back. You can hopefully see it. Hopefully it's... Right. Okay, I guess I'll have to sit... It's above us, so you can see what we're seeing now.
Bam. Yeah, right there.
So let's go back to the earth bending part so they can see the earth bending.
Yeah.
Like around them right back here. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't in the frame. Sorry, folks. Hopefully that wasn't too jarring for you. Again, technical difficulties here.
Show business.
Show business.
You're here for the ride.
Exactly. So hopefully it's... Should we act like we're looking at it? Yeah, so again, none of these characters are in our game. You can see there's a cold region down.
In which the people there, they look like they are not to be fucked with.
I mean, no one anywhere can be fucked with. This is Targon. That's crazy.
So they're pretty much like Spartans, it looks like?
That guy was, yes. But Targon is just the house of the gods, pretty much. And this is just desert.
That's not fucking fair.
What, lightning bear?
Yeah, dude, right.
This guy goes crazy. So what's really cool about this cinematic is that guy, who just beat the shit out of everyone, has a spear. He's not using it for the normal fucking dudes. And then when this lady comes in, a worthy opponent, he picks up his spear.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because he won't use his spear on weakness.
Honestly, I can respect a guy with a code.
Yeah. So I don't know what that was, by the way. That looked like something from a different character who they don't show in the cinematic.
Yeah, it looks like somebody interfered in
possibly, yeah. Definitely could have been. Anyways, it just kind of... It picks up again, over here. It goes into, more, crazy beats. But, they get knocked down, they get back up. That's the cinematic there. And then they've got... No, that's the same genre of celebrating the champions.
I don't know about y'all at home, but I definitely feel like I could conquer some shit after listening to this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of this stuff is hype stuff. So they also have another game called Valorant. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like CSGO.
It's a shooter though, yeah?
Yeah, it's CSGO essentially. I don't play it, but goddamn do the songs they drop be fucking bops though.
Really?
Yes, this one. Holy shit. This one is cinematic. Just the song alone probably wouldn't get me, but the cinematic on this one gets me so hype. It's so relatable.
Yeah, I think I was tricked into downloading Valorant at least on 2 separate occasions.
I have not downloaded it yet.
Yeah,
but there's so many Easter eggs in this video. It's crazy.
Now, do they have an anime or a show?
Not yet, but it could happen.
Hey, it looks like that's what they're building up to.
Well, this guy right here. He's not a character in the game. He's one of the pros. This is their pro celebration music video. So this guy.
Oh, so that's
he
based
was
on
the
one
previous year's champions. Yeah. So that's the character in the game.
Really cool.
Yeah. Isn't it?
I feel like Street Fighter should do something like that, where they put some of their pros or do some sort of tribute to them.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it. Winning, losing, either way I'm there. Got an attitude, I'm off the roof up in the air.
Oh yeah, you get a British guy rapping?
Is he British?
Sounds like it, or maybe African or something, but you're rapping in an accent.
So yeah, they also put usually lots of different musicians in their videos. They'll have different rap segments. But pretty much, you're gonna get to the. I don't want to spoil it. I'll spoil it after. I'll explain what the music video is all about. mean, they do it with all the in League of Legends too, like in Valorant. The world champions get a skin in the game.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. What was it, $500 costume?
Yeah. That one wasn't even his winning the world skin. They just released that one like a week ago. Took him a while to get it out. Usually get it out sooner. Unless his gamer name is Handpool, apparently. I don't fucking know. I don't watch Valorant.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb, Handpool.
Look, some of the names.
And my stage name is Ridicule, okay? So I can, as a fucking person with a dumb stage name, maybe so your stage name is pretty dumb. This is a pop.
Yeah, I like this one. This one might be one of my favorites. And then so pretty much the music video was a group of like 4 friends. Like you see them, you know, just hanging out doing like kid shit, right?
Yeah.
They're like at the claw machine, doing stuff, and then they right here, this friend introduces our protagonist to the game Valorant, right? And it's like his eyes, and he's like, "Whoa, look at this game," right?
Yeah.
And then it shows them like right here, you know, like all playing together in a garage, right? So they're like being bros hanging out, but then he has to move away. So they have to close down the garage. He has to move out. You know, they're selling his house, moving away, and then it shows a montage here of them after, you know, their friend group dissolved. So he's a cook, he's a surfer, he's a tech guy, he plays basketball, but he's just a fucking loser beat, right?
Yeah.
But then he really cracks it down, and then a professional team picks him up, and he finds a new group of friends. Right there, they're reaching their hand out to him. And then you see him on the world stage, right? And all his friends who help him get there, they show up in the stands. They're there to cheer him on, even though they haven't probably talked in like 3 years.
Oh man.
Which is like, I just love that so fucking much.
Yeah, that gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, isn't that so great? Like, he's sitting here, and then he looks over, and he sees all his friends there cheering him on. It's so
Dude,
great.
yeah, that's like fucking anime hits you in the feels.
Yeah, so you know.
I'm a little misty.
Yeah, I don't even know this guy, or I
Yeah.
even watch the esports scene of that game, and it still gets me every time.
Damn.
I love that. So yeah, that one, you gotta know the thing before this one. The drop of these two songs, these ones are also both Valorant. If you combine the drop on both of them together, ho! It's so good. I'll just play the drops for you. It's like right about here.
Okay.
So a pretty solid drop there.
Yeah.
Now imagine that drop overlaid on top of this drop.
Okay.
It goes hard when they're overlaid. You just gotta take my word for it. I don't want to search the video right now.
But yeah, like that, I feel like with headphones or like if you're in like a big like rave type experience is when you would really feel that like fucking.
Yeah, it's a solid drop there. You got this one. This one is just a song they just released for like an event. They had an event in the game.
Is it still Valorant?
No, this is League of Legends.
Okay.
They just had an event where like they released some skins. They won't be able to buy it, and they dropped this. There's like one line in this song. Everything about it's like okay, but there's one line that gets me. It's like I don't know where the fuck it's at. I don't know if we want to listen to the whole damn thing. So like here or something. I'm by your side. I said, don't try to make yourself remember. It's anime too.
Oh yeah.
In case it wasn't clear by the video, that's
Magical
right there.
girl.
Yeah.
This is very Sailor Moon inspired.
I don't know where the fucking part's at. We gotta because I can't do it justice. Is it right here?
And I'm so scared of getting used to this. All the vines that keep you tethered in your room. You said I'm sorry that you worry. Don't apologize. I told you
So where was it? Like, you can see the subtitles. All the vines that keep you tethered in your room. That one gets me a little bit because when I was in college, I had a lot of vines that tethered me to my room. So that line right there. And then this little scene right here only makes any sense if you play the game. This lady here, who's touching her shoulder, has a power. If she touches you, she can feel all your emotions. So this lady's just weeping here, and she touches her, and then her eyes, she's like, she knows.
To kind of share the burden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I've noticed, is it they like their lady on lady action in League of Legends. Which I don't mind that.
I don't know. I mean, this is just a girl hugging another girl. I don't think that's just like what friends do, man. I'd hug you if you needed a hug,
That did not
man.
feel platonic.
This is 100% platonic. These guys are just friends. This lady's actually grieving about her boyfriend who is no longer with her. This guy.
Oh, so she's single now. Sweet.
Because he went to the dark side. Okay, they're on the light in the event. These guys are the good side, and then her boyfriend went to the dark side. Right? Her boyfriend's now a bad guy.
That guy's evil.
Well, in this scene he's good, but then he went evil. Let's see if you can, right? Like.
Does he get a makeover when he's evil?
Not really.
No.
Like that was him evil right there. Right. Not a very good glimpse at him, but there he is.
Yeah, it's not very intimidating.
Yeah, he's not, but it was that. So again, anyone from Arcane? I think that's Echo. I think that's Echo right there.
Oh wow, he's grown up.
No, it's just a skin.
Oh.
Well, Echo grew up in the show too.
Yeah, a little bit, but he seems a little buffer right there. It feels like.
Is he maybe? Well, it's hard to see. Otherwise, Akali's not in the show. Kaisa's not in the show. Let's see if I can get you some characters that you recognize. Because you've only seen the show. Right, we're talking about the show Arcane. I finally got him to watch it.
Yeah, I loved it. It was
watched
awesome.
the whole thing in one day.
I regret that it took that long, but I'm glad that it took that long because I had that piece of entertainment for those couple days.
Good. So they got the songs from the show. We can crank out a couple of those about snakes, the fight scene. We're not gonna get to see the fight scene, unfortunately. This is where Jason Vi are beating the shit out of the guys, beating the mines.
Do I know?
The punchy lady and the hammer guy.
Oh,
the fight scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end, he kills the kid, and then he's like, "Oh no, I'm a murderer."
And then it went all like. Can we just talk about he's supposed to be the smartest motherfucker in the show?
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, at least compared to all of the other main characters.
Okay, potentially. I don't know. I would say probably Sildos, right?
Making weapons the entire time. Like even the little guy when he came in, he's showing him this big fucking smashing can. And then he's got this laser beam that almost kills the little cute guy's pet. Like he had his own. He's like, yeah, maybe we should take a little bit more time with these. You're talking about using them. You're making weapons, sir. Like you don't.
Yeah, the fight scene was epic. Overlay this music.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
It totally was. But then, where did he learn hand-to-hand combat in that short time frame? Or was the hammer just that amazing?
I think the point is the hammer's just that amazing, yeah.
That he just...
I think that's what they're trying to go for.
But he can't use it anymore because...
Well, he definitely picks stuff again at some point in the game.
Then is he still a good guy?
There's no good guys or bad guys. I know that's you hate that.
Whoa.
But in League of Legends, there are no good guys or bad guys. There are just people who have their own goals, their own ambitions, and they strive for those.
No, there's definitely bad guys. At the very least. Mangled Eye Man was a bad guy, man.
There's no bad guys, man. No bad guys. Mangled Eye Guy had a redemption arc, okay? You just didn't like it.
When?
When he freaking told his brother that he was wrong, man. He was like, it all makes sense now, brother.
That's not, I mean, okay, yeah, that's at least, okay, yeah, he was able to admit that he was wrong.
It was the parody of two guys,
that
right?
is commendable.
That had the same goal, but the only difference was that one had a daughter, right? Both Vander, the dad, and Mangled Eye Man had the same goal. They wanted to free their country from being a loser, undercity. Right? Yeah. They wanted to be their own fucking thing and make their own rules and not have to bow down to the big city. They both had that. The only difference was that the dad had daughters. And then when Mangled Eye Guy got a daughter, he realized
He was still manipulating her, though, and still trying to convince her to do the wrong thing and betray her sister.
His sister wasn't there for her.
Because of him!
Not the point! Not the point! It's not the point. Like, you're reading too far into it, okay? You're reading too far into it.
I'm okay. You might be willing to like say that like okay, Science Face and stupid hat lady with the detective powers, like maybe they aren't like straight laced super good guys, but Mangled Eye Guy was a bad guy, man.
Look, I think the only person you can say is a bad guy was Marcus. It's the only person I think you can say was bad.
The sickly guy?
No, the corrupt cop.
The corrupt cop.
The corrupt cop. He was only in there for like he wasn't even in there in the last act. He was only there for the first act and the second act, but he like drove everything forward. Because he was whenever he walked in, like the one I watched with you, he walked into the bar and he was served a drink, and then he had to send his goons down to find the kids.
Okay.
And he like was like, I want to kill all of you.
Yeah. Okay.
losers.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He was definitely a bad guy.
Yeah.
But okay, what about guy with the golden bottom jaw? He wasn't a good guy.
He's not even in the show. He was just a side character.
Yeah, he was trying to convince old rock face lady to turn on Mangled Eye Guy.
He was. So that you're trying to turn on a bad guy? Wouldn't that make you a good guy?
No, that makes you a bad guy.
A bad
That makes you a bad guy with no loyalty. That's like the worst kind of bad guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's definitely bad guys, man.
Look, I'm just saying. I don't think there's any bad guys in the sense of like a classic, like, you know, they're the villain.
Yeah, what about Dreadlock Lady? She was a bad guy.
Dreadlock Lady, again, I feel like she's a side character. She's not... She's just a foil, you know? She's just to, like, help you see the other characters in a different light, but she was a very corrupt person.
Yeah, and then her fucking muscular-ass mom, like...
Yeah, but, like, if you think about it, right, she just has goals and ambitions, right? Her goal is to, you know, please her mother. She wants to impress her mom and show her mom that she's an independent person who's successful.
But, okay,
right?
so
her mom just has very high standards.
If you have a reason to kill someone, you're still a killer. Even though there's a reason behind
Exactly, but does that make you a bad guy?
Yes! Yes, it does!
I mean, then I guess Jace is a bad guy, because he killed a kid. And a whole bunch of people in suits. Armor suits.
He's a fucking... what made me so angry about him is because, like, how can you be that smart, but so fucking stupid? That you're being manipulated by everybody around you.
That's the folly of man, dude. You can't be perfect at everything.
I hate
Everyone has to have their follies, dude. So this one was released, so they have like 4 spin-off games, right? So they have Valorant, but that one's not in the League of Legends universe, so not the best one. But they have Legends of Runeterra, they have Teamfight Tactics, they had the Ruined King, they had the Song of Nunu, they have a bunch of games. This is when they released one of their more successful games.
I didn't know they had so many.
So this one is like Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this one's a Magic the Gathering spinoff. Teamfight Tactics, if you know of Dota Auto Chess.
I've heard of Dota.
It's Dota. It's not Dota. Dota is like League of Legends.
Oh, okay.
But Dota's Auto Chess or Auto Battle or genre is like TFT. You're sort of Super Auto Pets.
No.
It took the internet by storm like 2 years ago. Okay.
No.
Right. Pretty much, you put all your pieces on the board,
mm-hmm.
and then it's hands off. They battle it out against the other enemy.
Oh, and you have no say?
The only thing you have to say is where they go and what items they have.
Oh, wow.
But then when the combat starts, it's hands off and you're just crossing your fingers.
That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, you can try it out if you want. But this is their card game. This is their Magic the Gathering clone.
Okay.
And when it released. And this one, I don't know, this one gets me going. I don't even play the game, but it just like... I like it a little bit.
I hear the sound that goes beneath.
Well, they got a lady singing with a breathy voice, so I'm already...
Yeah, breathy voices.
Oh, hey, that's Darius, right?
That was Darius.
Yeah, I know him.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you play 2x2, for 2XKO.
Yeah.
2KXO. Yeah.
Yeah, which, yeah, he looks like he's gonna be a fucking monster in that game. He doesn't look very friendly. Is he?
Who, Darius?
Yeah.
Or is that...
Darius. Like, is he?
I mean, he's like a warmongering
okay.
guy. So he's from Noxus. And Noxus is the town of, like, we will dominate fucking everyone. You know, like, if you're not with us, you're the fucking enemy.
Yeah.
And you need to die.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting looking at.
Yeah.
He looks like he has seen some shit.
Yeah, he's like, they have a strategic general who's slain, and then he's the battle general. So he's like actually out there on the battlefield, and then they have another guy who's like planning the battle. And then put your troops over here. The strategy guy, yeah. So these guys are in the card game. I have no idea what the fuck they are. They're just some little kids. And I don't know why they're helping me.
He seems a little confused himself.
He does.
I feel the pages turning. I see the candle burning down before my eyes, before my wild eyes. I feel you holding me tighter. I cannot see. When will we finally?
So that line right there gets me to that whole section there, where it's "I feel you holding me tighter, I cannot see. When will we finally breathe?" So that one gets me going.
Now, is she talking to her anxiety?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's talking to or what it's about, but maybe it is her anxiety.
Yeah.
I thought it was a person, but
Yeah, like battling her inner demon.
maybe. I don't know. There's not really too much context, but obviously the video doesn't really have too much to do with it.
Right. Yeah.
And then it kind of picks up. I guess maybe you should. I don't like this section. Maybe some people do. I have no idea what that one is. Nope. Never heard about that one.
So like a lot. It seems like
They added a lot of new characters in Legends of Runeterra. Legends of Runeterra has like all the lore. Like League of Legends, you get to play the characters. Legends of Runeterra, you get to learn the character's backstory. And then what are their other games? TFT. That one's just it's an arcade game.
so like an adventure, like side scroller, kind of.
No. Like I said, it's an auto battle. You put your piece on the board and then.
Oh. Well, you said one was an arcade game.
Well, that one is because it's the way they treat it, like in their world. Like as Legends of Runeterra, they do like lore dumps over there because they can introduce like a lot more characters. Because if they introduce a character into League of Legends, it has to be a playable character.
Right.
Whereas Legends of Runeterra, it's a card game, so they introduce a new character as a card. It's a lot easier to design than a whole ass character.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So they do a lot more lore dumping in Legends of Runeterra,
Ah.
about the world and stuff. So there's that. And then they've got their Pride and Joy, which is KDA. So they usually every year, around nowish, I think, like October-ish, they usually drop like a fake band song. So they have
Like, is it their own in-house band?
like they have the characters in the game start a band, and then they drop a skin for the characters based on the band, and then they release some songs to go along with it to try to sell more skins.
Okay.
Okay. And so they have, where's Pentakill? So they have a rock band, which is Pentakill. Let's see if I can find that one. That one goes fucking hard. That's the rock. Where is it? I know it's in here fucking somewhere.
So then, like, the vocalist, obviously it's a real person behind it, but, like, the vocalist will be one of the characters from the game.
Right, like in the music video,
Yeah.
the character is singing it, yeah. And sometimes they'll have the voice actor voice new lines for the character in the game, which is pretty cool. So, like, you buy the skin, you get to listen to your favorite artist say words. They don't do that very often. It's pretty rare. I think only like 2 or 3 skins have that.
So then, do other characters in the universe go to see these bands perform? No.
So this is another town. This is the town of this is where Heimerdinger grew up, presumably.
Okay.
The little rat science guy. So this is where all the
Oh
little rat
man, so
science
like
people
they're
live.
all gonna be super adorable.
Well,
Oh no.
not the singers. This is just where the concert happened to be taking place.
They're gonna terrorize these little cute guys.
Song.
Adorable.
Hey, see that guy though? Everyone hates him in the game. He's the most annoying fucker in the game. So everyone wants to see him get fucked.
Oh, so this is fan service, right?
Yeah,
No.
100%. I don't even think you get to see Heimerdinger in this at all. 'Cause Heimerdinger left the city pretty early on. He doesn't live here. He obviously lives in Piltover. But this is a character in the game. You got this epic skin.
Oh, so he doesn't usually look like that.
I mean, he's still like a ghost guy with a staff, but his whole thing is he's a death singer.
Ah.
So he like takes you to the afterlife by singing to you or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's something like that.
No, it makes more sense.
But this badass lady here, he doesn't say words. She's a mute.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny to put her
In a band.
in a band. But the whole thing is music though. Like, she has like that harp thing, whatever it's called, and she just plays that, and that's how I get to communicate with people.
Huh.
But here comes this guy. This guy is just massive. This is whole fucking thing.
Holy
Look
shit.
at how big his
Yeah,
finger
like, you
is.
can't even fit in there.
Yeah, he just
No, that's
stands
not
up
the
and
guy.
destroys stuff.
Jesus, man. Now, I know the one little guy was annoying, but like, are all of those creatures annoying?
No, just the
too?
one. But he got to come back though. You gotta see it. The annoying guy got to come back. The other two are not. Yeah, they kind of just destroyed all the houses. It's kind of not nice. This is not canon. This didn't like actually happen.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just a fantasy. It's just like in an alternate timeline, if these guys all started a band, then they would do this. You know. But there he is. There's annoying fucker boy.
I hate that they're terrorizing these little cute fucking...
Well, no, there's a part where Cardus presses R. Here he goes. This is Cardus' ultimate move. And he turns them all into rock band guys. Yeah!
Oh, okay, so now that at least they're in on it.
Yeah, no, they're not. But not by choice.
I was scared he was gonna drag them to hell.
They were forced to be anyway. Here he goes. Look at the scene's still coming. It's just coming in a second. I think. This is the real fan service. About to be here. It's rock. You gotta go fucking hard with it.
Don't hurt the little guy with the banjo.
No, they're just getting rocks coming out of the world. There he is. There's fucker boy. He's still here.
I'm trying to hoping he's gonna...
Look at how big that guy
okay,
is.
so
That's a
he's
normal sized guy, and that's the big guy. And there's Mute Lady. And then they're setting up the, the epic scene, the picturesque. All your favorite guys together. You get epic guitar riff. Down their back, they're feeling out. So they're into it. They're okay with their houses being destroyed. Here he is. Ready? Fan service again. Kick in the face.
Oh, come on! Man, he just wanted to participate.
No, he didn't. He was trying to kill him.
He was blowing into something. Was that like a dark guy?
Yes, it's a dark guy. That's not a flute. It's not a flute. And then there's your picturesque thing. And then that one lady that fell down at the end, we're not sure why she wasn't in the rest of the thing.
Huh.
But she also got a skin, but she's only in the thing for... And then here he comes. That's the fan service we need right there. Fuck you, Timo. Sorry.
That song is definitely something I could get down to, but I hated that video. I absolutely hated it.
Well, Pentakill dropped a whole bunch of other songs. The only one that they dropped that had a video was this one.
Yeah.
But they dropped a ton of songs. They have like Grasp of the Undying. Was this Mortal Reminder? No, this was Pentakill. What is this? Is this Mortal Reminder? Pentakill's the song. What's? Is this one Mortal Reminder? Yeah, this one's Mortal Reminder. But they have like Grasp of the Undying. They have fucking like Deathfire Grasp, I think, or something, or Deathfire Touch. They have like at least 2 other songs, and they had a resurgence too. So they brought this band back and added new members so they could get new skins. And I didn't listen to that one, but they had like a whole whole concert thing, like a digital concert or something.
Yeah.
It was actually dope. I didn't partake because I'm not a huge fan of rap, but
Yeah, no, that reminds me of Dragon Force, which is another like power rock band.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely get down on the music. But yeah, that video broke.
well, they've also got KD. This is probably their most successful one. So this one, I showed you the skins in that previous episode. If you guys remember, I think it was like 2 episodes ago, 1 episode ago maybe.
Oh, we're doing
I showed you the Smash or Pass, and
Yeah.
I showed you the 4 girls, and they were all like super hot and stuff. Yeah. So this is their band. Where is their original song? I'll show you the original one first, and then they just like dropped this song just for the event, and then like 2 years later they brought him back and dropped like 6 more songs because he was so successful. They're like, we gotta bring that back. He got us so much money.
So then there's probably albums that you can buy then, yeah?
I don't think you need to buy them. They're just on like fucking YouTube, man.
Hmm.
Then so they added a new character. Now this was they went too far. Okay, this was they dropped a character. So all the other ones, right? Like they have the people who are singing the champion's voice, right? That's a real person, right? Okay. And they credit that real person. They say, hey, the character from the game isn't singing that. It's so and so, and they have other bots such as so and so and so and so. And then they released Seraphine, and Seraphine does not have a real person behind the voice. Seraphine sings her own fucking songs. So that was the problem. They fucked up. They shouldn't have done that. It was too far. But you can see right here in the credits, they have Seraphine in the credits. So they went a little too far with it. Everyone gave so much backlash for it.
So
they were
Seraphine's
like, fuck
not
that.
a real person.
No.
So then, like,
she is a character in the game.
So how did they get the character to sing?
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're all fucking confused about and don't understand. So but they tried it and it did not work.
You think they just got tired of paying artists to participate?
I think they paid someone and just said part of the contract was you have to remain anonymous. And we have to be able to use your voice as our own character.
Oh, wow.
Is what I think it was. But who knows, really. But this is the resurgence. And they came back like 2 years later and they were like, this is the bot they dropped. And this was I think this was the reveal for Seraphine, I think, actually.
Oh, so this character wasn't in the game.
No, they dropped the character with this event. Yeah, it was really bad. It was a total disaster. And on top of that, there's different tiers of skins. There's like epic, legendary, and ultimate. There's only like 6 ultimate skins in the game, right? So like, ultimate was really rare. Her first skin was an ultimate skin based on this skin book. Or based on this event. So it was like an obvious cash grab.
Yeah, this is just, no...
It was really bad. It was a disaster.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So after they received all that backlash, did they do anything to like apologize to you guys, or like try to make it right?
They kind of just like slipped under the rug. I don't know if they issued an apology or anything, but they haven't brought this band back. I'm sure they will though. But as you can see, it's all the same 4 ladies.
Yeah, and they're definitely doing like, I could see how you said like those are real people, and they just put they're doing all the K-pop.
So I'm gonna skip ahead. So that's Seraphine. You get like some glimpses of her. But let's see her solo part about here-ish.
What a time to be alive.
What?
Like, just this whole concept of like, there's whole music groups that aren't even real people.
So she had, a lot of these lines are Chinese. I don't think they've touched Chinese. All the other ones were Korean. But then like right about here, she's gonna go Chinese. But yeah, that character right there was released in the game within a week of this video. They had a lot of like build up to her on social media too. They were like, "Oh, Seraphine's gonna join KDA. It's gonna be crazy." It was so cringe, man. It was so painful.
Oh, so did they make her horrible. Like really overpowered when she first came out too, to kind of coerce you to buy her?
I don't think she was. They're a balanced team. They get a lot of flack, but they have 160 characters to balance, so they do a pretty damn good job with it. I don't think she released Broken.
Yeah.
She's just like an enchantress mage. She's nothing really too special.
Well, like, the reason I ask is like, games like, okay, so like Tekken, if there's a new character in Tekken, it's just universally accepted. Like, that character is going to be impossible to fucking deal with for at least a month or so until the next patch comes out.
You gotta see, like, sometimes they release new characters. Like, the one they just dropped, which I did show in the Smasher Pass, and then you were like, she might be 16 and we couldn't confirm the age, so we moved on. She's like... we'll figure out how to deal with her, but because she's new, she's hard to deal with, right? Like, the person who's playing her learns her faster than the person who's not.
Right.
Because you play her every game, but if you're playing against, you might see her, like, once every 10 games.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't experience things. So after she's out for a while, she won't be too bad, but she has a stealth and, like, 3 dashes. And usually whenever they release a champ, it's like a meme. They're like, if the a champion has like a dash and stealth, that they're gonna be a fucking bitch to deal with.
Oh.
So, you know. But some of their characters they release are not that bad. Like they released one character who completely changed the game, like entirely. Like
shit.
up until that character, every single character had 4 buttons you could press.
Okay.
Right, you had 3 basic abilities and 1 ultimate move.
Okay.
Right, some characters their ultimate move was more like a basic ability. There was one character in the game who like his 4th button was literally just a basic ability. He didn't have an ultimate move.
Mm.
Right, but it's like you had 4 buttons.
Yeah.
Right, it was, every character had 4 buttons. You press them. New character they released had 2 or 3 buttons, and it was like.
So that's a handicap, though, right? Like
No.
Oh.
He is like really strong because since they took away one of his buttons, they just gave him base stats. So like he's just really strong. So like he doesn't have a move, he doesn't like an ability, but like his just basic, all his other moves are stronger, I guess.
Oh, so okay. Most other characters, one of their buttons is like some sort of buff or enhancement.
No, I mean no. They just said they have like 4 different tools at their disposal, right? But he had, it's like his passive. Like they also all have a passive. So they have 4 buttons and then a passive move.
Okay.
Which like you don't have to press, but it's always there helping you. His passive text was like longer than the entire text of someone else's entire kit. So if you take the text on someone's passive and all 4 of their abilities,
That explains like what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just his passive was longer than some entire champion's kits.
So they thought, okay, we'll give him less moves, but make him super strong to compensate, and it would be.
It
even,
was
but
just
it
like,
wasn't.
I don't know what they were thinking. It was interesting, and like
Jeez.
when they dropped the character, they were like, "This character was designed by a team with over 200 years of collective experience." And so now the meme is whenever they drop a complicated champion, it's a 200 years champ. It's really funny.
Jesus.
But then like the next champion they released after that, and I don't think it was because this one got some backlash. I think it was too close for them to be like, you know, they didn't make this whole new character in the time since they dropped the previous one.
Okay,
They were
fair
working on
enough.
something before. Super simple, super basic. Had 4 basic moves, really easy to understand. Just a basic champion.
So do you think they knew they would get flack for the other?
No,
one?
I think they just have a great team. They drop some complicated stuff for people who want, you know, more complicated stuff, and then they have a team for people who want
Yeah,
the
just-
more basic shit. They just got a good thing going on, man.
Huh.
But then when they did the second drop, they released like a standalone song for all of the ladies, and I just want to show one of them because I know you're always sitting here talking about villains, and this one is titled "Villain."
So they admit that at least this one is a villain.
I mean,
Oh.
it's just entitled a song. There it is. I mean, this is the succubus lady, so you know it's kind of hard to say she's not. But like this is like a classic fever dream music video right here. So I think it's just an experience to watch.
In the dark, where I like to keep my heart. No more bite, no bark. Like to catch you way off guard. I'll stay so deep inside your brain and take you somewhere far away. Time to roll the dice. You know I'm the type to risk my life. Not afraid to die. Type to make you cry. Type to put a price.
I like
all
where
up
they
on
were
your
going,
head.
but I
Do
don't
just
like
what I
what we
said. Straight up villain, straight up villain, yeah.
At least that's inspiring. It's better.
Straight up villain, straight up villain, yeah.
Like the music or the music video?
Yeah, I'll tell you the music. But no, the video, yeah, this is very hot and seductive. I'm all
Yeah.
about that. But yeah, the song.
You gotta go with the snake part.
Is it really a surprise if I'm playing with your mind and I treat you like a prize and I throw you to the side and am I really that bad?
Like, I don't know what the fuck those
To
chairs
make
were
you
doing.
mad and get happy when you
It's just
sad.
like
Only care
they're about
about
to
the
push
bad.
into the fever dream.
That's how I like it and I'm never letting go. No, never had a soul.
Man, even
So
the
you ain't
car is
taking
sexy.
nothing from me when you go. No.
Do they have the right to buy license plates and Diva on it?
Man.
So deep
Like, is this
inside
the-
your brain.
I don't know, the part of the car turns into a snake or something?
That's right. It looks like, yeah, it was growing scales.
Yeah, and it's like, now it's snakes. With their eyeball into the snakes.
You know I'm the type to risk my life, not afraid to die, type to make you
The
cry.
snakes are on his face.
Oh, yeah, this is very suggestive.
Yeah.
Do just what I said. I'm straight up villain,
Snakes. I don't know where they got the snakes from.
get no
It's not like...
get no
Then shouldn't have snakes in like the game or anything, so I don't know. No, they have a snake lady. There is a snake lady.
Oh, that's not who this is?
No, this is Succubus.
Oh.
She's got some fire on her hands, you know, fireballs.
Well, if like in a biblical sense, like snakes are usually the ones that are tempting you. So I mean, if she's a
Okay, then yeah, I can see where they're going for there. That's pretty much it.
Seduction.
Yeah, it's just like
I can dig it. It was classy too, because like they didn't have to show like any cleavage or anything. You know,
Yeah.
It was still like the message was still there.
yes,
Like,
very much still there. Now this one, we want one about gay dudes. What's our time at? Do we have time for gay dudes? Do we have time for gay men? Here, I got it. We got time for
There's
gay men.
always room for
There's
Joe.
always time for gay men. So that last one was, I think I said it was
we found
villain.
the title of this episode.
What? Do we have time for gay men?
There's always time for gay men.
Oh, there's always time for gay men. This is As We Fall. This is so they reworked a champion. So they released a champion, and then became outdated because he was so old. So they updated his lore, they updated his combat, everything. It was just an update. So they updated pretty much all new champ, but you know, same name, kind of same lore. They do it every once in a while. Like whenever a character becomes obsolete, they're like, we need to update it.
Now,
So
okay, what do you mean? Like, as in, like their kit is no longer effective with the current meta, or what do you mean by outdated?
Like their model for the most part is like super old, right? Like you'll have this new champ who's like clean, polished, and then this old one's like just jittery, janky, doesn't
because
work
the
well.
game's been around so long.
Because it's been around for 10 years, right? Or longer than
okay.
that. It's like 12 years now.
Okay.
So, well, they'll do like sometimes when they rework a champion, they don't really change much of their abilities, right? Their abilities will stay the same. When they redid Morgana pretty much is the same kit. Like her abilities are almost identical. I think they changed like a little bit about her ult or something. It wasn't that big of a change, but like they changed her personality, her voice lines, her model in the game. Her lore is usually the main thing when they do a champion update. It's usually the lore. Is usually what it is, and this was I think their first big lore change. Because this is old. What is the release date on this? Does it tell us?
Alright, so one more
It doesn't
question.
tell us.
One more question.
What?
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's not-
when you
6 years.
when a character gets a lore update, is that because the universe is aging and living and breathing? So then, like, it's like what's happening now, or like why does the lore need to be updated?
Because when they wrote the champion, they didn't fully they didn't know what was going to happen. They didn't like have everything planned out. Maybe there was a town that didn't exist. There's a town called Ixtal. It's very new. They released it like 3 years ago.
Okay.
So back like 10 years ago, if they released a champ who's like, oh my gosh, this champion would work really well at Ixtal, but Ixtal didn't exist in the world yet because they hadn't thought of it, then they'll update it and say, okay, this guy's from Ixtal, kind of thing. But this guy, he is what's called a Darkin, which Darkin is like really cool. Darkin they are the embodiment of a weapon. So they're like a god, and they are the weapon. So his name is Varus, and he is the bow. He is a bow.
Okay.
So whoever picks up the bow will become corrupted by the bow, and the bow will pretty much like control your body.
Okay, alright. So yeah, there's usually like ancient swords
Yeah.
in anime that do
and
shit like that.
so that's what Aatrox is. And again, he's not in this, but he's also a Darkin. And he's crazy because he has like consumed multiple. Like usually Darkin is just one guy who holds the weapon and he comes corrupted. Aatrox has like sucked up like 30 dudes or something. And he's like a massive, just like behemoth man. He's crazy. He's like the leader of the Darkin. But it's not him. Like I can show you a picture of Aatrox. He's fucking huge and disgusting. But this is just Varus. This is the bow. And these are the two people who are about to get corrupted by him, and they're gay dudes.
Nice.
Yes.
So they're a couple.
Yes. And then, so what's happening is this one who's being carried just got shot.
Yeah, he's got arrows poking
He's
out
got
of him.
arrows poking out of him, and they're two gay dudes, as you can see. They're pretty gay. And this pool here is known to have healing powers, so he's saying no, don't put me in. But this guy's too connected, and he's going to put him in anyway to try to save him.
So, does he know that there's just going to be some crazy magical drawback to getting thrown in there? Why doesn't he want to get healed?
I think the guy who's dying knows there's some downside.
Okay.
But the guy who put him in doesn't realize either how bad it is or doesn't know that it's that bad or something. But here they go. They're getting fucked. So the bow is going to become both of these boys.
So then, are they gonna get like smashed together in one body?
Yep, and watch. So here comes, this is the embodiment of the bow. That's Varus right there, his spirit. We don't see his bow yet. But he's like, oh, 2 offerings. How nice. I got a double. Ain't that nice? Okay, I'll take it. The little fever dream mask about to come out here too.
That's gotta be scary.
Yeah, well, I don't think this is actually happening. I think this is like a metaphor right now. Like this section, I think, like everything up until the point where they were pulled back into the hands, that was probably all real. But then once they got pulled back in the hands, I think it's all. I think they just died immediately. This is like, metaphor, like some shit. But they have a really cool scene here that's about to happen. A little picture. So here's your 2 gay dudes, and they're standing in their own heads, holding hands.
Oh, that's not romantic.
That's nice. Oh, here you go. Here's now we can see the bow guy. So you can see his bow, and he's gonna grab the arrow that was in the guy that made him go in there anyway.
Like, I'd rather just be dead than be your puppet, and he's like, you don't got a choice.
Yeah. And then, beautiful form, pops the other one. And then he flips over both their bodies, and you get another cool scene where they, like you were saying, into your new release champion, you will now see crawl out of the muck.
Holy shit.
There you go.
So then, okay. This guy's completely crazy then, yeah?
He's not really a guy. He is just the bow. Right?
Yeah.
They just give him a body because you can't use a bow without a body.
So then, okay, so like the remnants of the 2 guys are like they're no longer. Like their mind or their spirit isn't like.
I think it's like trapped in there and like it could come out, but I think in the game it doesn't come out at all.
Yeah. So they have no say. They have no run of the ship.
Yeah, they get no.
That's
They're
sad.
gone. They're dead. Yeah, it's over.
Damn.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Get
That was pretty
toasted.
epic though, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that one again. That was 6 years ago. By the way, let's put that in perspective. That was like a long time ago,
Good.
and they dropped something that freaking banger. I think it's. Oh, here's their other band. So this one was, I think, their most recent band. Was this last year? This is their boy band.
Okay.
So you're, what is it, Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, NSYNC,
You're
okay.
Backstreet NSYNC.
Yeah.
It's called, this song is called, I don't even fucking know. It's called Heartsteel. Oh, it's called Paranoia by Heartsteel.
I like that they have fan service for everyone though. You know, like whatever.
But this guy right here, he's another Darken. So he has a scythe, you don't see it yet, but the scythe is the Darken, and then he is Kanan. He's one of the few Darken in the game who isn't fully corrupted by his weapon yet. In the game, they actually have a battle. So like halfway through the game, you can choose whether Kane overcomes the Darken and can control the scythe, or if the scythe controls Kane and corrupts him.
Huh.
And you have to choose which side you want to go, and they have different play styles halfway through your game.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like Batman.
Yeah, he's edgy. He's your edge lord. Epic parkour.
Yeah. This is still pretty home alone, right? Is he supposed to be gay?
He is not.
No.
I don't believe he might be. I don't think so. This guy, probably not, but you don't really know deep down if he is or not.
Yeah, there's a bit of a vibe.
That guy, I think, is gay. I think
Yeah.
Kasade is canonically gay. The black guy. I think he might be.
Yeah, there's a bit of a vibe.
Yeah. But that one right there with the mask, that was the one that I was saying that had only 3 buttons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's who broke the game.
Yeah, it was just a completely different. Like, it's a completely new mechanic. It didn't feel like the other ones at all.
Well, and with his stats being that much higher, was it harder for? Is it harder to kill him?
No, it's an attack stat. Correct.
Oh, okay. So it's just easier for him to kill.
Yes.
I remember you showing me that guy because I was like, yeah, that guy's fucking.
Yeah. He's just big, but he's the guy actually right after. And I was saying it's really easy.
Okay.
So, wow, look at how he came full circle.
Yeah. Continuity here on the
Yeah.
fucking RomeBros.
So, yeah, this is their boy band, which I think they should probably bring back. I kind of like the boy band, but they only dropped one song on it. He's kind of, doing some of this stuff. But obviously there's like references to the game in here.
Yeah.
Like when Punchy Guy kind of went yellow, he has a thing where if he's taking like half his health bar quickly, he gets like powered up, he has an epic punch move, and that was what that was. And they're all scared of the dog for some reason, I don't know why. Is this something canonically gay though? Like I'm curious though. I have to Google this now. If the black guy's
unless
gay or
he's just
not.
an ally. Oh shit, did they blow something up?
Probably not. Don't look at this. No one's
Jesus
dying. No one
Christ,
blew anything
man.
up. Relax. Man.
I was looking for a song for the playlist and I accidentally
Is Cassante gay? I typed is Cassante. The first thing that came up is he gay? He is. Yes, he is canonically gay. Okay.
Now that was the guy with the mask?
No, that was the black guy.
Oh, okay.
The black guy is canonically gay. The one with the mask, I don't think he's very sexual at all. He has a sister. And he doesn't talk. The one with the mask.
Mm.
He doesn't talk. He has a sister who's dead, and like her spirit like helps him, and his sister talks for him.
Ah.
Yeah. So he doesn't say shit, which is weird because he has like a solo right here.
In the fighting game world, he would be what we call a puppet character. Because, like, there's a separate part of him that does the fighting. Like, does his sister do the fighting too?
No. So what happens with he's very complicated. Okay. So like I said, he had 3 buttons.
Okay.
Right. One of his buttons, all it does is it swaps his weapon. So he has 5 weapons, and he can use 2 at a time. And when he uses all the ammo in one, like he empties the magazine, then he gets the next one. And all one of his buttons does is it just swaps the 2 that he has.
So are the weapons on a cooldown? Like, do you get them back after you use all the ammo?
Yeah, so he has 5 and there's on a rotating. So like, let's say I shoot all of my red gun, and then I get the blue gun, and then I shoot all of my blue gun, and then I get the purple gun, and then I shoot all my purple gun, and I get the white gun, I shoot all the white gun, and then I get my red gun back.
Ah, okay, so you have to go through them all.
Yeah, so you gotta go through the cycle.
Shit.
But you have just 2, and all one of his buttons does is just swaps them. So really he only has 2 buttons. Really, he really only has 2 buttons.
Damn. But it sounds like that's all you need.
Yeah, so, because he has 5 different guns, right? So one of his buttons does a different thing. Well, both his buttons do a different thing based on which gun he's holding. But his ult is pretty much the same. It just shoots out a big, blast move, and then it, like, does damage if he has one gun, it heals him if it's a different gun, it allows him to do, like, a follow-up attack if it's another gun, it gives him a buff if it's a different gun, so it's like, depending on which gun he has. So his ultimate move is the same, right? It just shoots out a skill shot, and if it hits, great. But when it hits, something different happens based on which gun he's holding.
So that's where the strategy comes in, right? Saving your ult for which gun would be
having the right
beneficial
one
to
for the thing. But then his one button does a completely different thing based on which gun he's holding. It's not like just a straight skill shot, that has a different effect. It is just a completely different thing. And one of them, he'll put down a turret. One of them, he does like a spinny move and shoots everyone around him. One of them, he shoots like a super long distance shot, like with a sniper rifle. What's the other one? The other one, if he's attacked someone recently, he will stop them from being able to move for a little bit. So, but yeah, he only has like 2 abilities. It's kind of crazy.
Sounds complicated.
Yes, like I said, his entire kit
Yeah.
is probably the longest in the game, I think. I don't think there's anyone with a longer one than him. But that guy right there, he's also new. He's a samurai sword guy. You can see his sword. But he's and then they have one more band. We gotta hit all their bands. I think I've hit all of them but one. If I missed one, I'm sorry. There are other ones. This one's probably my least favorite, I think. Of all their bands, it is True Damage. This is the one where I told you where they went to the Spanish land.
Oh, okay.
So it does have Echo in it, so you'll know him.
Yeah.
But there's the collie again. She's like one of their freaking poster children. Everyone loves her. There's Echo's in that rap. How about Benz and you're more like a Volvo? Such a line, dude.
Me? They tell you about
Yeah, yes they do. This is... This is True Damage. The song is called Giants. It has Becky, Pickett Palmer, Sweeon. I think it's either Duckworth or Thutmose is doing this rap currently,
Okay.
I believe. I think, I'm pretty sure. Because Becky, I think these are both women. I don't know who Soyeon is, but I think they're in the other K-pop ones, so probably not a guy. But here's where they add in some little Spanish wrinkles. I think she says it here. This character is Spanish. Not this one. This one's just Spanish. That one's also black. Just realized they have two flags.
It must have been difficult for them to decide whether to put the other black guy with
Well,
all
this
the gay
was kind of
guys.
crazy. Well, that guy, at the time of this video, the gay black guy wasn't in existence.
Oh, he didn't
yet.
exist yet.
No.
Okay.
But there was another black guy who's actually that black lady's boyfriend.
Okay.
Or husband, I guess.
Yeah.
A little weird they didn't put him in. I guess maybe he wasn't interested. But this lady, I just hate everything about her vibe. She's just like everything I think is disgusting. So,
Yeah, she's a little much.
yeah. So not my thing, but then you got a little Korean rap, of course. Korea is a very big market for their games, so most of their big songs have some Korean in
And
it.
Korean rap is fucking incredible, man. Like, obviously I can't understand it.
But here you go, ready? Here's the Spanish part. Nada nos puede parar. Wow. That's it, that's the only line, that's all they get. That's all the Spanish people get, sorry.
Well, hey.
But in this one, for some reason, this guy right here running the DJ, for some reason he doesn't talk in this universe. In the main game he talks. But they're like, oh, he's not going to talk in this band.
Huh.
He's just the...
So then is that like an
DJ.
alternate skin? Like sometimes he's not wearing a mask?
Yeah, he doesn't wear a mask normally. But here's another rap section. I hate this
I
rap.
keep on shattering time. I might just leave you behind.
Yeah, what are they
When you
doing?
stuck on rewind.
I'm not a fan. I was wondering if maybe you would like it as a rapper.
Sleeping on
but
minds. You got
I
your
just,
back on
you know,
recline. When I damage your genetic is fine. Please don't act out.
Remember how we talked about like my
They be like, what you mean?
approach to rap is a little niche? Like I focus more like lyrics are very important. So like if you're like rhyming fun, you know, and like doing really simple shit like that, I'm gonna hate it.
yeah. Anyways, then they just like the chorus again,
Yeah.
and it's like whatever. This was a failed event, not because of the music or the world building, but because in the game, it was horrible, dude. They expressed every single character as unlikable in the story. It was so bad. They had the black lady that was in that one. This is when they released her.
Okay.
So in the story, she had been a person, but she hadn't been a playable character. She had always been the black guy's wife, but she was kidnapped by an evil ghost. He's pretty evil. She was kidnapped by an evil ghost because he collects souls, so he collected her. And then the black guy, has pretty much spent his entire life, like his whole story, his whole personality is I want my wife back.
Okay.
Right? So his whole thing is I'm gonna hunt down this fucking evil guy, kill him, and get my wife back.
Okay.
So they did this in the story. They were like, okay, he finally hunted down and got his wife back. So this was this. But anyways, the story they had was like they tried to do that story a little bit, but they just made the black guy be like too fucking attachy. Like, what's the word I'm looking for here?
So like
Attached.
like that.
Like, he
You
wouldn't
said that
let
was his
his-
whole personality, right? It was just
Yeah, but like he finally got his wife back, and then he like wouldn't let her do shit. He wouldn't let her be herself.
Oh,
Because he was like, I'm not going to lose you again.
Right,
It was super unlikable. And then no one liked the girl either because she was just being cocky and kind of a bitch and beat to her own husband. It's like, you haven't seen this man in like how fucking long, and I don't know what your guys' dynamic is, but this doesn't seem very good. Anyway, it was a disaster. But
man.
the song was kind of a bop.
So he got super clingy. Is that what you're
Yeah,
looking for?
clingy.
Okay.
That's the word I'm looking for, yes. And it was just not likable at all.
Damn.
But this guy, they released this guy. He's the Ruined King. They also released a game to go along with this story.
Oh damn! So a whole nother game.
A whole side of game, a whole knockoff game, yes, just for his story. So pretty much he is the same thing. It's a foil because he also has a woman, his wife, that was taken away from him, and he will stop at nothing to get her back. Whoa!
So wait, but isn't he the guy that took the other guy's wife?
No,
Oh, okay.
No, that's a different guy.
Okay.
he did not steal the wife, but he pretty much brought an entire nation to ruin. It was called the Ruination, just so he could get his wife back.
Damn.
Yeah. So he goes hard. So anyways, that was kind of the event. They were trying to like show, hey, this guy who's a good guy, the black guy, will stop at nothing to get his girl back, and this guy who's a bad guy will stop at nothing to get his girl back. And the question was, I think it says it somewhere in here, or maybe it was in the event. It was between devotion and madness. Where is the line?
Ah, okay.
So that was what they were exploring in this event.
But you guys just ended up hating everyone.
It was it was bad. They executed very well. It was not executed. But there's the tier 2 black guys. So again, he finally has her back. Like, he has been missing her for years, and he finally has her back after like a month. Maybe this is a month after he got her back or something. I think the evil guy that stole her should be here in a second. I feel like he should be here in a second. Did they not have him in cinematic? That'd be crazy. It's not the evil one either. Do they not have? There he is. That guy in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does, like,
Not the dragon.
in the story, does one of them die? Like, does he get to kill the guy?
No, he's still living here. So he has a lantern that he collects all the souls in.
Mm-hmm.
And then right here, there's the scene. He was able to release all the souls. He grabbed his girl, and then Lantern Guy sucked all the other souls back in.
Ah.
So the only soul they got out was his wife.
So he caused a diversion.
Yeah,
To
pretty much.
escape.
Yeah. Well, I think his gun there, it's like a special gun, and he like, I don't know, he like took the barrel of the gun off, which is magic properties, and he stabbed it into the lantern, and then it exploded or some fucking shit out. I don't know where that cinematic's at. Maybe it was just in the game itself, but. Where is he? I know they have him in another cinematic.
So the Ruined King, is he actually in League of Legends, or he's
Yes.
just in... Okay, so he's in that game.
He's broken his shit too. There he is. There's the guy. There's the bad guy. So he shot the lantern and exploded. That's the Ruined King. There's so many characters, but this guy right here, you can barely see him. That's the evil guy. This is his lantern.
Okay.
And he's the one who stole his wife. So he shot, crazy good shot, the lantern. It exploded. Released all the souls. He grabbed his wife. And he did it. King. And the crazy thing, there he is. That was a good shot of him. Oh my gosh, please, for the love of fucking Christ. I hate freaking. Right. You gotta see him. He's hard. He's a hook too. He's a hook on the lantern. That's his whole thing. We see that with the Ruined King and the wife.
Yeah, what's
So
that?
this little thing here is a part of his wife, right? So his wife was split into like 5 chunks, and they were like, I don't know, set across the world, and he had to collect them all to get his wife back. And at the very end here, there's thing he gets his wife back. Actually, right here. Oh, there you go. There's the evil guy. That's a good shot of him.
Shit,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the evil guy that stole the wife.
Yeah, no way he's not bad or good. With a fucking
Well, there you go. So
skeleton face.
he does end up getting all the parts and gets his wife back. So there it is. See, he stabs the lantern too. So does he shoot the lantern or does he stab it? I don't know. It's not very obvious. But there's his wife. So he gets her back. And they don't show it in the cinematic, but in the game, she's like, you fucking loser, you really caused all this pain and destruction just to bring me back. I wanted to stay dead.
Oh no!
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, how about a little gratitude, bitch?
Exactly. So everyone just hated the event. It was bad. It was like,
Yeah.
everyone was just unlikable.
So they broke up? Like they didn't, or what? Did she just like let me go back to being
She's
dead?
not in the game. I think she just ends up going back to being dead because I think it's like undo the ruination. She had to die again.
Oh,
So like
wow.
finally laid her to rest or some crap.
So then he's just a murderer for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was just. Like,
That is dumb.
Yeah, I'm glad you see it. I think it was. But let's see. Last one we'll do. This one. This one has. So I was telling the last thing, the Faker guy, the best undisputed GOAT of League of Legends.
Okay, yeah.
He has 4 world championships titles, and there's only been like 12 world championships.
Jeez.
So he's won like
yeah.
30%, and he's been to like 2 additional more where he lost the final championship.
But yeah, still in the
and
finals.
still every single year, probably every single year, even without that, he has gone to at least like the playoffs, right? So you think about like Super Bowl and football.
Yeah.
He's won the Super Bowl
4 times.
33% of the time, been to the Super Bowl 50% of the time, and made it to the playoffs pretty much every other time. Maybe he missed like one.
Now, is this the guy that you were telling me about? Like, he switches teams a lot because it's hard for him to get along with people? Okay, so that's
he does
different.
not. He has been on the same team the entire time.
Oh, yeah, it'd be kind of silly,
Yes.
I guess, for them to...
So he is the undisputed GOAT. It is not even a question.
So, if you had to put your finger on it, what separates him from everyone else?
He's so good consistently, right? The game is changing every year. It's still the same game, but like there's new items, new champions, new meta. It feels like a pretty different game every single year.
Yeah.
And he has just consistently been good every single year.
But that's what I'm saying. Is there something, like, how is he able to do that, but no one else?
No one knows. That's what makes him the GOAT.
That's crazy.
Right? Like every
man.
other professional player falls off, right? They'll have like one good season where they're really good, and then the next season they just, something they can't grasp it, right? And they might still do pretty well, but then they just, they fall off.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't fucking happen to him somehow. We don't know how. He's just crazy.
Because, like, yeah, like, I mean, like, Michael Jordan, like, okay, he jumped higher than most people. He, like, he had, like, a killer instinct. He was mean, even his teammates hated being around him. But, like, you could point to, like, okay, yeah, he jumps higher. He, has a better field goal percentage than most people. But there's not, like, one thing that you see Faker do that, like, most people just don't do. Like,
he's just better. He's just fucking good.
That's nuts.
Like, I mean, imagine, like when I say, like, the seasons change, it's like, imagine you're playing basketball, but, like, every season they change where the three-point line is at. Right? Or they change the height of the hoop.
Yeah. But
right? Or they change the weight of the basketball. Right? Which any basketball player would tell you, that would throw them off entirely. They probably would not be good. And every single year, he's somehow still top of the top.
That's nuts.
But anyways, he has a cameo in this one, and this one also has a pretty good, so that's him. That's his cameo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, this is Valorant again, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is League of Legends. He's not in Valorant. But this is another one of their celebrations. I don't think this one was a celebration when Faker won. It might have been. But that's Faker. He gives this guy a fancy gem. That's a thing. And then here's a super crazy Easter egg that no one would ever find. This right here. Oh, it says it in English. This is the Demon King.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call him.
Oh,
that's
Faker?
Faker's nickname. Yeah, they call him the Demon King.
Damn, that's intimidating.
Yeah. So he like takes him in his lair. I mean, I could go on for hours about all the pros. I do keep up with the League of Legends esports scene for the most part. So this right here, this is a classic guy. This is X Spec A.
Okay.
Is his name, and he's from way back. He's from like season 2 or something.
Oh, okay.
And he made his presence known by doing the first popularized or first impressive backdoor, which is not sexual. It's in the game. Okay. Essentially, the way I like to say League of Legends is it's kind of like football, but the first touchdown wins.
Oh, okay.
So you're marching down the field, you get a little bit, they get a little bit, right? It's like there's no punts, no kickoffs. It's just you get 4 plays to go this way, they get 4 plays to go this way, and whoever just makes it to the end zone first wins.
Okay.
So imagine you're kind of, but it's like a back and forth. So it's like you've both kind of gone back and forth. You've gotten really close. You got to the red zone both times, and you're back and forth, right? Approach would be is like you have your team over here, and somehow you like sneak the ball all the fucking way back here without the entire team noticing.
Okay.
Right, so you're over here in your own red zone. You got to go 80 yards. Their team's here. You somehow sneak it out with the ball all the fucking way down here and win. He was the first guy to do that.
Oh, wow.
And it was really impressive. It was super fucking hype. Everyone was like, oh my god! So, that's why he's here. Now it's like, it's still hype when someone does it, obviously, but it's like,
Yeah,
he was the first to make it good. Yeah. And then that's the reveal. Oh my god, Faker!
I do remember this.
Oh, did I show you this one? I like it. And then here we got this is a better look at the evil guy. Evil guy who stole Black Dude's wife. Oh, he's being played by Mako. Fuck, I forgot that. But anyways, he has the look. But he looks more ghoulish. This is one of the professional esports players. I think that's Mako, it might be. But he's a good player. But it's pretty much just like this one's about you get knocked back down, Gotta get back up.
Right.
That's the whole
Try again.
Try again. Yeah. Run it back. So, is there any other good scenes? Oh, this scene? That ending here? So this one was this was when Suning won. So this year, this was one of the few years that Faker did not make it to the finals.
Oh.
The team that won was Underdog.
Okay.
Or were they under? I don't even remember. But like, was it? Wait, no, Suning didn't win. It was FPX that won. I wanted Suning to win, and they didn't. But it was still FPX. They were still an underdog. Okay, and they somehow just like won it all. And this was one of their players. He's gonna become the blind man, and he sings in like I think probably Korean, might be Chinese. But he like went fucking off in the finals. Like we've never seen him again. I don't think. I think it's Tian is his name. But he went crazy. He like it was insane. He had a really good series. Yeah, like just one of the best games of his life. It was really well done. Got the MVP, all that good stuff. So now you're showing this new. That's not a real person. The blue guy. He's like an embodiment of you, the viewer potentially. So in order to become the best, you have to be the prior best, right? You're going to have an epic fight. You could be the one that's the very best, you know? The lady from the very beginning also got a gem, and it's like, what? That's probably it. I think we were out of time there, but yeah.
Are there mirror matches in League of Legends? Like if somebody picks you can't be
They used to be able to do that. You used to be able to do that up until a very long, but no one would play the game mode. There was a game mode that you had, it was called Blind Pick, and it was like to try to get into the game faster because normally there's like bans, so you can ban a champion, and you gotta pick a champion, and the whole draft is what it's called. It takes like 5 minutes.
Okay.
So they had blind mode where you could kind of skip that, and you could get in like 1 minute instead of 5 minutes. But nobody fucking liked that mode because you would get to ban your most hated champ, right? You have a chance of playing against the one you don't want to play against, right? So no one played it. So what they did, but in that one you could do a mirror. So if you locked in someone, the enemy team could also lock in that. But you would have no idea who you're up against. It was blind. You wouldn't know who you were into. That was what it was blind for. And they got rid of blind, like, I think a year ago. And they changed it to quick play. So it's still, a faster way in. But now you just pick the champion you want to play, and then you queue up, and then it just puts you in. It's actually a way better way to do blind than blinded. It's a much higher improvement, but you no longer have mirror matches, unfortunately.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Because, if you really like a certain character, there's a good chance, though, with the game being as balanced as it is, that someone hates your character, right?
Well, yeah, there's one more thing. So back way in the early days, when I wasn't even watching, there was mirror matches allowed in pro play. This was probably outlawed very later after that. But the Faker guy, the really good guy, okay, this is probably the moment that made him put him on the map.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. So right here, so this, you can see it, the red guy is Faker.
Okay.
And the blue guy is not Faker.
Okay.
Pretty much, red guy has lower health, so Faker has lower health. They'll play the same team. It's a mirror match.
Oh, okay.
And he's going into this with like 3/4 health, and his mirror has full health.
Oh, no.
So he's at a massive disadvantage.
Yeah.
Shouldn't win in any way. Okay, you're not gonna have any idea what the fuck is going on, but just listen to the commentary.
Even though I only have a mat on the floor, I think he's in the bed.
Look at that, right there. Because he took a tower shot right there. So right here, he has like 25% HP. His opponent has full health. Okay?
Beto Faker may be in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the move! Faker, what was that?
Faker, what was that? Which just completely dominated him, right? It was just like complete humiliation.
Jeez.
Like just completely hard outplayed. You don't know what's going on, obviously, because you don't play the game, but he just completely fucking hard outplayed.
What, and the other guy's already dead?
Yeah, the other guy's dead.
Jesus. Yeah, that didn't take long at all.
Well, they are both assassins, so they're not. It is supposed to be pretty fast.
Oh, okay.
You weren't expecting for this to last very long.
I thought it was going to be a bit of a back and forth.
But it was
Oh, look at the
absolutely
cleanse, look at the
insane.
move!
And a lot of the things that happen here can't happen anymore. You can't cleanse Deathmark, which he did. You can't do a mirror matchup anymore. The map looks entirely different. But as you can see, he was the best back in like whenever this was season 4 or some shit. He did this insane, incredible play, and he still just won Worlds last year. So
That's nuts, man.
yeah.
I mean, have they ever asked him, like, what separates you from everyone else? Like, obviously,
He is the most humble guy ever. He's so humble. I'm sure they have, but I don't know what he says.
Hey, the QSS, I
Was
can't
that the guy that you just beat?
I think that was the guy
Yeah,
who just
because
beat
that
the
guy
fucking
looks
shit out of him.
really fucking defeated.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, he was.
Oh, Faker may be in trouble here.
Faker
Oh,
may be in trouble here. Oh, look at the clips. Look at the nails.
In trouble here, Denmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves. Faker, what was that? Faker with a huge play.
Well, yeah, and this guy's just like, that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's just like, God. Like I said, it's complete humiliation.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if any champion should be able to kill another champion at 25% health, right? Like, you really shouldn't be losing that at all. But then the fact that it's a mirror matchup,
Right, yeah, you
right,
have
makes
the
it even
same
more
tools.
embarrassing.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
disposal is the same guy.
Yeah, it's just not even
Damn.
crazy. Let's watch it just one more time.
Denmark tries.
Oh,
I think
I
it's in the
feel so
bed. Oh,
bad for the
Faker
other
may be
guy.
in trouble here. Denmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves.
Well, and then too, were they at the other guy's base? Like, was the other
Yes,
guy in his own red
Faker
zone?
was pushing into the red zone.
Yeah, so then, like, the things that Faker was getting hit by is, like, so the other guy was at a huge advantage.
Yes, that's the point, yes.
Jesus.
Yes, the other guy was at a massive advantage in a mirror matchup and still lost. And you know he's good, right? He's a professional
Well, yeah,
player.
that's the
He's still good.
championship, right?
No, this wasn't a championship. This
Oh.
was just a normal esports game. But it's still like you're putting, like, you know, the Lions against the Bills. They're
Yeah.
still both professional football players.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't like just some random guy you found on the street.
Yeah.
You know, he's a
Tries to clean it
professional.
up for Ryu.
He gets paid
oh,
for
look at
this.
the cleanse, look at the moves. Faker.
And he's his dad.
What?
He just outplays the shit out of him.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
We could probably do a whole nother episode.
Do we want? You
on-
want to do another one while you're here?
Well, I meant, like, the next time we could do more on League of Legends.
Oh yeah, I could go on League
Yeah.
of Legends Esports. I could go for crazy. If you want to stick around, I'm totally down to do another one. But if you want to go home, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to hang out with me, but yeah, I'm kind of ready to go home and get drunk.
Whoa, no drunkeries. Oh, yeah, we went like an hour 20.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, we could. Yeah, we fucking. But yeah, I'm a little stiff too on the.
Do I need to hire you another pillow?
I think I need to.
Do we need to bring a chair? Do I need to get
Yeah,
a
bring like
table?
a little folding chair or something next time.
Oh
Maybe.
my gosh! But then you're gonna be so high up.
We'll figure it out.
How
We'll
would
figure
you,
out.
How would you
something.
do your Legos?
Maybe I'll get like a little stool, like a little footstool.
I mean, I have chairs.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
We'll figure.
Well,
it
thanks for joining us, folks. We went on a crazy tangent there. We got the music. We got the gay dudes. What was the title? I already
yeah,
forgot.
there's always time for.
There's
gay
always
guys.
time for gay guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's there always is, folks.
Yeah.
And as
a brand
always,
new one.
dog jump off bed.
Philosophy.